Alright, so today we're gonna propagate some beautiful Hoya Crimson Queen. I've got this from a cutting from a parent plant that's very bushy. And I kind of made a mistake. I cut up a stem that has a peduncle on it. This is sort of where it will flower again and again. So I hope I don't lose that peduncle. I hope it doesn't dry off and fall out as I propagate these. So I'm going to create a few plants out of this. I'm going to do a bit of experiment as well. I've always rooted Hoyas in water, but today I'm going to do a few of these cuttings in water and a few straight into soil. So let's get to it. Alright, so for the first cutting, I know this is the base of the plant because I just cut that off. For this one, I'm going to choose water because I really love those leaves. It would be sad to see them go, see them fail. With water, the success rate is almost 100%. So I'm gonna keep going down the spine. For this one, I'm gonna stick it into soil. Get my soil over here. And I want to keep this soil, consistently moist. I might need a little help here. I might want to make a hole all the way in with a pencil and stick that cutting in deeper. Alright, going down, I'm gonna do... So unlike pothos that has like nodes, Hoyas can grow roots anywhere on the stem. I don't know if you can see from here, but we've got some adventitious roots happening already. So we know that roots will form from here. And this one I will propagate again in soil. Alright, just kind of cover that. I think 2 is enough for an experiment. The rest I'm gonna just plop it in water because I know that this is gonna give me 100% success rate. There. And make sure that the leaves don't get in the water because they can rot easily. And you do want to have leaves on this plant because they still need to somewhat photosynthesize to get energy to push out roots, but you don't want too many leaves as well, as they will start taking energy from the plant if you have too many leaves. So this is the one with the peduncle. I really hope that this one takes root. I've heard from Vermont Hoyas, Douglas Chambers' channel, that his Hoya flowered during propagation. So maybe that could happen here. I kind of get a lot of cuttings in one jar because I know that they do release hormones that help them to go ahead and root. Cut this extra top off. So then they kind of share this hormone between each other. But I know that when I have so many cuttings in one jar, I may have to replace the water a little bit more often because they do, become cloudy or moldy. So here's that cutting that's done. I'm just gonna wait about 3 to 4 weeks and they should be ready to be potted up. I'll give you an update on that. Alright, so here's an update 8.5 weeks later. I'm so sorry that I didn't get to film the potting up video. That was around 3 weeks ago. Potted these up into my Hoya substrate, which is pine bark, perlite, worm casting, a little bit of burnt rice husk, and some cocoa peat. So basically a very fast draining soil. As you can see, there's 2 cuttings living in this pot and both of them have grown. So that means their roots have adapted to this pot. And here is the other one. You can see they're both looking very healthy, and in my experience they grow really fast once they are used to their conditions. So the first 6 or 8 leaves are gonna be a little bit slow, and then they're just gonna be super wild. 2 cuttings can live in this pot. I mean, I wouldn't put more than 2 in a pot like at this size, and you don't have to repot Hoyas very often. This is probably gonna live here for a couple of years maybe. But yeah, beauties are gonna do just fine. I hope you guys have as much success with your propagation, and happy growing.